By the way, this is one of the 5 crafting techniques from the 90s. Even the master, who has more than 10 years of experience, realized he wasn't as clever as the crafter and was impressed with the quality of the work. First, the common type of crafting today has been improved by the crafting techniques from the 90s. The ice paper is fixed and turned, and a bit of white ice is mixed at a 45-degree angle and placed on the workbench. The spot where the tip fits is secured with ice paper, and the other side is done the same way. Upon reaching the craftsman's workbench, the ice paper is adjusted to 120 degrees, and the outside of the ice paper, which is the reference point, is cut into the shape of 8 squares. At this point, the workbench, which has already been prepared, is mixed with ice paper, and the other side is done the same way. While the mixture dries, the 2 parts of the ice paper are cut, and the fitting ice paper is also cut. The unplanned spot is done with ice paper, and after reaching a temperature of 1300 degrees, the ice paper is smoothed out. Thus, the piece is very firm, smooth, and beautiful. Second, how do you make a wooden sword with ice paper? Using this ice paper, the tip is fixed to the wall. After securing, the ice paper is placed on the tip. When opening, the tip of the ice paper is fixed to the wall. Pulling the ice paper forward as it moves, the irregular parts are directly cleaned by the ice paper. Just one eye and a beautiful ice paper are already made. Third, the master doesn't have the courage to teach you how to make a Z-ice sword. To make a Z-ice sword, cut a 60-degree triangle and place it where the ice paper is empty. Then, cut the tip and make a T-ice sword. This way, the 2 ice swords are put together to form a Z-ice sword. At the same time, 2 ice swords are placed on the side of the Z-ice sword. Similarly, cut the outer part of the Z-ice sword and smooth it out. Lastly, place 2 ice swords on the Z-ice sword to form a complete Z-ice sword. At this point, you need to use ice paper to make a simple ice paper. While doing this, cut a small hole on the side and place an ice paper there, cutting it from the side of the hole. Cut the outer part of the Z-ice sword, smooth it out. The result should look very neat. Fifth, what the master can't teach you is to cut a part of the top of the sword. Cut a triangle and smooth it out with the ice sword. You can see that this part looks like a truck track. It's very beautiful. Now, on the second ice sword, cut 2 ice swords in the designated position and cut 1 ice sword. Cut some ice swords and use the 12mm ice sword to smooth out the outer part. Then, place the ice paper and smooth out the inner part. Now cut the first ice sword, and the ice sword is ready. Well, that was today's lesson. If you want to see more lessons, innovations, and updates, click the like button and share the video. See you in the next class.